Hello, and to all you dear Capricorns, how are you doing? How are you doing with all these changes that is going on in your sign? Let's have a look at what May has to say and what's going on there. Well, of course, it's a big emphasis on you Capricorns this year in general, you could say. But for May, it is a bit of a preparation for next month. Next month is going to be huge for you, huge on the level of you and relationships in order for you to balance those out. And so it's a preparation for next month where some huge changes could happen for you, as much as you want them, as depending on your personal horoscope. But in general, it means that this month, May, is a preparation for that. It is a preparation to prepare yourself for what's coming in June. Now, the continuation is of April is still all those planets in your sign, and in May Saturn and the South Node will still be very close to each other. So this is ongoing. The separate video I made about Saturn, Pluto, South Node, watch that if you're interested in that energy and you want to know more about it. But the continuation is that still for you Capricorns, especially for those who've got planets around 20 up until 29 degrees, there's some huge parts of yourself that you need to let go of. Some huge attachments where you are attached to, where you identify yourself with, that need to go. That the circle is round and the karma is done, so to speak. And off you go towards new relationships, new attitudes, not necessarily with a new person, but new attitudes around relationships. So because the first relationship with yourself is so drastically changing, chances are very big that you're going to attract new people in your life. And as from the midst of May and onwards, Mars is entering your 7th house. So you may be sure it's going to be a bit more lively here. And on its best, it's let's say you have a business, you could have a bit more clients there, you could have a bit of demanding clients, yes. So the best attitude for you to take is to be patient and to be strategic. And normally Capricorns, they are strategic people. They know where to go to when they are patient. I say normally. Most Capricorns are. But what is the pitfall? The pitfall here is to fall into ego fights. And that means I'm this way, going this way, you are going that way, and I want you to go my way or the highway. So that's the ego struggles of trying to change people, basically. Now with this energy, it's not going to work. It's certainly if you have lots of planets in Capricorn or a Capricorn rising, I highly recommend you to stand still and to at least try and do your best to listen to the perspective that other person is trying to convey to you. Because having Mars in the 7th could mean indeed a bit more liveliness there, but it could mean also that people are getting a bit annoyed. And that could be for a reason, of course, and for you to step a little bit back and not to do everything what other people say, of course. I mean, you are the Capricorn, you are in control, but to be a bit more open towards their point of view can absolutely help you with that. So Mars is not in your sign. If Mars would be in your sign, I would say, you have to draw the line here, you have to redraw some lines here, but that's not the case. With you, it is the case to maybe someone else is redrawing the lines, and it's your choice, of course. You say yeah or you say no. But I invite you very strongly, I invite you very strongly to consider those people that are standing their ground, because that's what Mars is all about. Let's say you are single, you could attract really very active people, very people who who know what they want, which is Mars, and that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. So especially for the Capricorns that are single, there is someone new there, absolutely, and it has to do with someone that will show you their strength, their activity, their drive, and you need to find your way through that, and put it into balance with your own wishes and with your own drive, and not wanting to change someone else. Okay, so a huge theme for the Capricorns now is that the sooner they admit that some things need to change with themselves, the sooner they will find happiness, and the sooner they will thrive, so to speak. Otherwise, it can become very heavy. You know, it's typically that if you're very unconscious and if you don't want to look at yourself, the typical thing that you're going to have with Mars in the 7th house, why is everybody angry with me? You know, why is everybody demanding so much? But what about you? Are you demanding in a relationship? Are you sometimes trying to take the control, or etc., etc.? So use it, what's happening to you, and that can be annoying at first. Use it as a sort of an introspective, as what can I do to change my attitude, to change my path in life, actually, to you know, you're getting a carte blanche here. You're one of the signs, the 4 cardinal signs, that has a huge opportunity to start all over again in your life, to start from, of course not from scratch, but to start all over again, because of this huge karma that you can say goodbye to. And the same with health. If you feel that you must rest a little bit more, please do. With Saturn in your sign, listen to those planets, listen to your body, what it is saying to you. You know, it's simple advice, I know, but it can be very, very important. But basically, relationships is very huge for you, and it's all about what is this other person saying, and can I stand in their shoes? That kind of energy. Now, on a very nice level and a more lighter level, so to speak, you have quite a lot of planets in Taurus, and Taurus is a sister fellow earth sign, which is nice energy in your 5th house. So you're going to have Mercury there, Venus there. It's all going to bump into Uranus. So it could be, for some of you, a sudden romance that develops there very quickly. It could be all of a sudden new ways of enjoying yourself, and it's a very good time to do so, by the way, to enjoy the things, to indulge a tiny little bit in luxuries. You know, it's after all in Taurus, which is the sign of luxury goods and luxury, you know, good meals, restaurants, cinema, all that nice, all these nice things that you can enjoy during this month. So do that for sure. And it can really mean that because of you are changing so much, that you are attracting new people in your life, and they're quite a bit different than you're used to attract, because it's Uranus in your 5th house. So allow that non-conventionality in your love life. And that non-conventionality can go from big age differences, or difference in culture, or a difference in what they're doing, that is so different from what you are doing in life, etc., etc. But that is where you can gain a lot of enjoyment during this month. So, all in all, again, very interesting month for you, dear Capricorns. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want a personal reading, just get in touch. Bye-bye.